Okay. It's going to be a little confusing because it's about my birthday, which is in July. But I'm recording this in December, so I have my nephew's antlers on. I thought it'd be a fun thing to do. I wanted to tell a story about my yellow birthday. I had just had major surgery. I think it was my cystectomy. I don't think it was the metrophenomy. I believe it was the cystectomy. And I remember my doctor coming in. I was 13 going on 14 or 14 going on 15. And my doctor came in after the surgery. Everything went okay. And he said I needed to stay at least for another day or two in the hospital. And I wasn't allowed to have a solid food diet. I was to take it easy on my stomach for a couple of days. And I was bummed, but I was like, okay, I can do that. But then he left, and I found out, I don't remember how, but I found out he went on a golfing trip for the weekend. And he left his doctors that were under him to take care of me. And I remember there was a woman doctor. I cannot remember her name for the life of me. There was another male doctor and Dr. Benedict, who I think took like the lead in this case. And so my doctor said, don't eat solid foods, at least until you leave the hospital, and stay at least another day or two in the hospital. I was like, alright, whatever. That sucks, but what are you gonna do? So, the next morning, Dr. Benedict comes in with the other two, and he says, do you want to go home? Yeah. Of course I wanted to go home. Have some pizza when you get home? Eat some good food? Yeah, that sounds great. It was odd, but I was a kid, and I wanted to go home and eat regular food. So he sent me home. I remember thinking it was weird. But then the 13 or 14-year-old in me was like, I want to go home. I go home, and I had this tradition of whenever I was in surgery and I stayed overnight, my grandparents would come and bring a Big Mac, the whole meal, to the hospital. But since I was released early, they brought it. It's me. One moment. Oop, okay. There we go. I'm editing the video, and there is a big chunk of the story missing. So I have to redo it, even though I remember talking about it on camera. I don't know what happened to it. And my hair is a mess. Excuse that. My grandparents bring me the meal, and I'm at my house. It was in the evening, I remember. So we're all there. My sisters, my parents, my grandparents. I get some part of the way through with my meal, and I can't finish the french fries. And I cannot take another bite of the sandwich. I just start feeling awful. Just so awful. And I tell them something is wrong. It was really weird for me not to be able to finish that. So, get to the hospital, find out I have pancreatitis. I end up having to have either my 14th or 15th birthday in the hospital. I do a picture right here, which will also be the thumbnail. Yeah, it was interesting. It wasn't a terrible birthday party. It was fun. It just sucked that I had to be in the hospital. Hey guys, I back from the future again. I wanted to add in this little sound bite to tell you about at this point in this little adventure, my family is becoming really upset with Dr. Benedict, and they've come up with a fun little name for him. And really, it's not much. They just replaced the T with a different letter. I'm not gonna spell out or say what they called him. I'll just let you figure that out because
I'm a lady, that's why.
I remember another thing during that stay is I had to get stitches removed from my stomach from the surgery. And it was Dr. Benedict that was going to do it, and I was freaking out, so they gave me morphine, which I can have as long as it's not with anesthesia. If it's with anesthesia, I cannot wake up. It is very difficult. So it was okay to give it to me then. They gave me morphine, and I was just like counting the tiles on the ceiling. At one point, he goes to pluck one of them out of my stomach, and my knee pops up. And I almost get him. And I apologized because I was on morphine. If I hadn't been on the morphine, I would not have apologized because of the situation that we were in. I also remember, since my stay ended up being extended, my mom ended up in the hallway hollering, just yelling, because they wouldn't tell us anything about what was going on, if I was getting better or not. I just remember her out in the hallway just screaming to let her see my file. Because I was still underage at this time, obviously. I was 14, 15. So yeah, that was a heck of a visit. That was a heck of a birthday. I don't remember anything else from that doctor. I don't really remember much about him, except for that. He was a resident. As you guys know from my other videos, I don't do well with residents. We don't get along. They think they know everything, and that I know nothing, especially about my own body. And they think that they can just write the moms off. But some of us have moms that are what I like to call momvicates, like an advocate, but she's your mom. That is my mom. You do not write her off. Especially when it comes to her kids, especially to her kids' health. She does not take that lightly. So, that was a fun visit. I don't remember the end of it. I might see if I can find out what she remembers from it and add that in. We shall see. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'm gonna try and upload it and edit it. Oh god, I might be able to. I started editing my Christmas videos, but I am not gonna have access to a computer after the holidays for an indeterminate amount of time, unless I use my mom's computer, but she doesn't have Windows 10, I don't think. She has Windows Movie Maker, the last time I checked, which I can use. I'm hoping when we renovate and I get my room, or my sister and my brother-in-law's room, that I'll have a bit more room and I can put my computer tower from my apartment in my room, and they have some extra monitors. I can use one of those and get a little desk for my room and do that. So I'm hoping. Hopefully it's not too long. So you might be seeing some raw videos, some different videos with Windows Movie Maker watermark at the bottom of the screen. I haven't decided yet. So, okay. I hope you enjoyed this one. Bye.